Hi everyone, welcome back to Greenfairymari. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet these super cute plushies inspired by Cinnamoroll and Lovely Mocha. They're so cuddly and adorable, and I think you're gonna love them. I'm going to use a 6mm crochet hook and chenille yarn. And we're going to start with the head. First we have to make a magic ring. And then chain 1. In round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. Once you have 8 single crochets, pull the yarn tail to close the magic ring. Place a stitch marker in the last stitch of the round, and we're going to do this in every round. Now we can start round 2. In the first stitch, make 1 single crochet, then make another single crochet in the same stitch. This is our first increase. In the next stitch, make another increase. As you can see, an increase is just 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And continue making increases in each stitch around. When you get to the end of the round, remove the stitch marker and make the last increase. Place the stitch marker back in the last stitch, and at the end of the round you should have 16 stitches. Before we continue, I'm going to secure this yarn tail. I like to do this to make sure the magic ring doesn't come undone, and you can do this every time you make a magic ring. Let's move on to round 3. Make 1 single crochet in the first stitch, then make an increase in the next stitch. Now repeat the sequence all the way around. 1 single crochet, then an increase. Continue repeating this sequence all the way around. At the end, you should have 24 stitches. In round 4, I've marked the different parts of the pattern in color to make it easier to follow. We're going to start with the part in blue. Make 1 single crochet in the first stitch. After that, make an increase in the next stitch. Now let's move on to the part in pink. Make 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then make another single crochet in the next stitch. After that, make an increase. Repeat this sequence again. 2 single crochets, and 1 increase. Keep repeating this sequence of 2 single crochets and 1 increase 5 more times until you reach this point. Once you've done the part in pink, make the last single crochet in purple, and at the end of the round you should have 32 stitches. Let's move on to round 5. Make 3 single crochets, then make an increase, so this is the sequence we're going to repeat for this round. 3 single crochets, then an increase. Continue repeating this sequence until the end of the round to get 40 stitches. From round 6 to round 10, we're only going to make one single crochet in each stitch. That's 5 rounds in total, and we don't need to make any increases for these rounds. At the end of each round, you should have 40 stitches. After those 5 rounds, we're going to make round 11. Make 3 single crochets. After that, we have to make a decrease. To make a decrease, we're only going to use the front loops of the next 2 stitches. So go through both front loops and make one single crochet. That's one decrease. Let's do that again. 3 single crochets. Then a decrease. Continue repeating this sequence until the end of the round and you'll have 32 stitches. In round 12, we're going to start with the part in blue. Make one single crochet, then make a decrease. Now let's move on to the part in pink. Make 2 single crochets, then make a decrease. Let's do that again. 2 single crochets, then a decrease. Keep repeating this sequence of 2 single crochets and 1 decrease 5 more times. Once you've done with the part in pink, make the last single crochet in purple. You should end up with 24 stitches. In round 13, make one single crochet in the first stitch. After that, make a decrease. Again, one single crochet, then a decrease. Continue repeating this sequence until the end of the round to get 16 stitches. And this is how the head looks. Now we're going to start the body. In round 1, make one single crochet in the first stitch, then make an increase in the next stitch, again make one single crochet in the next stitch, then an increase. Continue repeating this sequence until the end of the round to get 24 stitches. Before we continue with the body, let's stuff the head. I'm going to use the side with the stitch marker as the back of the head and this side as the front of the head. And these will be the sides of the head. I like to stuff it really well so it looks nice and round, but I'm adding a little more stuffing on the sides to make the head a bit wider. And this is how it's looking so far. For rounds 2 and 3, make one single crochet in each stitch around. We don't need to make any increases for these rounds, so that's 2 rounds in total with 24 stitches in each round. And this is how it's looking so far. In round 4, we're going to start with the part in blue. Make one single crochet, then make an increase. Now let's move on to the part in pink. Make 2 single crochets, then make an increase. Again, 2 single crochets, then an increase. Keep repeating this sequence of 2 single crochets and 1 increase 5 more times. Once you're done with the part in pink, make the single crochet in purple to get 32 stitches. For rounds 5 and 6, we're only going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch, so we don't need to make any increases for these rounds. That's 2 rounds in total, and you'll have 32 stitches in each round. After those 2 rounds, for round 7, we start with the part in blue, make 1 single crochet, then make a decrease. Then we go into the pink part, make 2 single crochets, then make a decrease. Again, 2 single crochets, then a decrease. Just keep doing the same thing, 2 single crochets and 1 decrease 5 more times. At the end, make 1 single crochet to finish the round. You'll have 24 stitches. For round 8, make 1 single crochet. After that, make a decrease. Again, 1 single crochet, then a decrease. Just keep doing the same thing until the end of the round and you'll have 16 stitches. And now we need to stuff the body. Just like before, try to add a bit more stuffing on the sides so it keeps a nice shape. And as you can see, the head and the body are a bit wider on the sides. Now for round 9, we're only going to make decreases all the way around. Just keep doing decreases until the end of the round to get 8 stitches. At the end of this round, cut a long yarn tail. Now we have to use our needle to go through the front loops of the 8 stitches. Then just pull it tight to close the body. Now we have to hide the yarn tail inside the body a few times. And then cut it. And this is what the body looks like. Now we're going to make the ears. Let's start with a magic ring. After that, chain 1. For round 1, make 6 single crochets inside the ring. After that, pull the yarn tail to close the ring. For round 2, we're going to make 6 increases. That means 2 single crochets in each stitch. Continue making increases all the way around to get 12 stitches. For round 3, we have to make 1 single crochet. After that, make an increase in the next stitch. Repeat that again. 1 single crochet, then an increase. Just keep doing that until the end of the round and you'll have 18 stitches. From round 4 to round 12, we only have to make one single crochet in each stitch. We don't need to make any increases for this round, so that's 9 rounds in total with 18 stitches in each round. After those 9 rounds, for round 13, we have to make one single crochet, then make a decrease, repeat that again, one single crochet, then a decrease. Just keep doing that until the end of the round and you'll have 12 stitches. For round 14 to round 16, we only have to make one single crochet in each stitch. We don't need to make any increases or decreases for these rounds. So that's 3 rounds in total with 12 stitches in each round. For the ears, we're not going to add any stuffing, so we'll leave them just like this. Now we're going to close the ear. We have to make 6 single crochets through the opposite stitches. We're going to insert the hook into the same stitch where we made the last stitch of the round, then into the opposite stitch and make one single crochet. Then insert the hook into the next stitch, then into the opposite stitch and make another single crochet. We have 4 more single crochets to make the same way. After that, just cut the yarn and leave a long tail. Now we're going to make the legs. Let's start with a magic ring. And chain 1. For round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets inside the ring. After making those 8 single crochets, pull the yarn tail to close the ring. For round 2, we have to make an increase in each stitch. That means 2 single crochets in each stitch. Continue making increases all the way around to get 16 stitches. From round 3 to round 4, we only have to make one single crochet in each stitch, so we'll have 16 stitches in each of these 2 rounds. And this is what they look like. Now for round 5, we have to make 4 single crochets. Then make 4 decreases in a row. After that, make 4 more single crochets. At the end of this round, you'll have 12 stitches. Now cut the yarn and leave a long tail and just add a little bit of stuffing. Now we're going to make the arms. Let's start with a magic ring. And chain 1. For round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets inside the ring. After those 8 single crochets, pull the yarn tail to close the ring. For round 2, we're going to do this round together. We have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. At the end, we'll have 8 stitches in total. And please don't forget to secure this yarn tail. For rounds 3 and 4, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So we'll have 8 stitches in each of these 2 rounds. So that's what the 4 rounds look like. Now just add a little bit of stuffing. Now we're going to close the arm. We have to make 4 single crochets through the opposite stitches. We're going to start right here in the same stitch where we made the last stitch of the previous round. Then go through the opposite stitch and make a single crochet. Just keep doing the same thing for the remaining 3 single crochets. And just cut the yarn and leave a long tail. Now we're going to make Cinnamoroll's tail. We have to make a magic ring and chain 1. For round 1, we have to make 8 single crochets inside the ring. After those 8 single crochets, pull the yarn to close the ring. For round 2, we have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch to get 8 stitches in total. And for Mocha's tail, we're only going to make these 2 rounds, round 1 and round 2. Just add a little bit of stuffing and leave a long tail for sewing. Now let's go back to Cinnamoroll's tail. For round 3, we have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch to get 8 stitches in total. For round 4, we have to make 2 single crochets. After that, make a decrease. Repeat that again, 2 single crochets. Then a decrease. And we'll have 6 stitches. From round 5 to round 9, we only have to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. So that's 5 rounds in total with 6 stitches in each round. Just add a little bit of stuffing. Then let's close the tail, start in the same stitch where we made the last stitch of the round. Then go through the opposite stitch and make 1 single crochet. We have 2 more single crochets to make the same way. Cut the yarn, leaving a long tail. Now we're going to make Mocha's bows. Let's start with a magic ring and chain 1. We're going to make all of the next stitches into the magic ring. Make a half double crochet. After that, a double crochet, a half double crochet, chain 1, a slip stitch, chain 1 again. Now let's do that again. Make a half double crochet, then a double crochet, after that a half double crochet, chain 1, and a slip stitch. Pull the yarn tail to close the ring, cut the yarn and leave a long tail. I'm just going to use my needle to bring this yarn tail to the center. Then we'll grab the longer yarn tail around the middle a few times. Make 1 or 2 knots and don't cut the yarn tails because we're going to need them later. We're going to sew the ears between rounds 3 and 4 about 9 stitches apart. I already sewed the other ear and left the yarn tail at the back, so we're just going to bring this yarn through the head, then tie it with the other yarn tail, and that's it. Before we keep sewing the body parts, we're going to add the face details first. We're going to use felt for the face. For the eyes, glue them on over rounds 8 and 9, about 5 stitches apart. The mouth goes right in the center, covering about 3 stitches. And don't forget the cheeks. Just glue them close to the eyes. Now that we already have the face details, we can use them as a guide to place everything else. After that, we're going to sew the arms around one of the body, about 8 stitches apart. And at the end, just tie a knot with both yarn tails from the arms. Now we're going to sew the legs. Check the front and the bottoms of both legs face the same way. We're going to sew the top part of the legs between rounds 4 and 5 of the body, and the bottom part between rounds 7 and 8. And just like before, we'll tie both yarn tails. Just a little guide. On round 6 of the body, there are about 5 or 6 stitches between the legs. Now we're going to sew the tail between rounds 7 and 8. Then we'll add a few stitches here. And then a few more stitches to shape it into spirals. And at the end, we'll secure the yarn and hide it inside. For Mocha's tail, we're going to sew it between rounds 3 and 4 and between rounds 7 and 8 of the body. And at the end, we'll secure it the same way as the Cinnamoroll tail. And finally, we're going to sew the bows. We'll use both yarn tails to tie a knot and secure them. And that's it. Both cute plushies are finished. I really hope you like them. I'm definitely going to show them off everywhere. And let me know if you make them. Thank you so much for watching and please don't forget to subscribe.